Eastern time, different live free picks for today's action. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications to be live with us. Get the plays in real time. Get the best numbers when you're on our show. And of course, join in the conversation in our chat room. Shout out to everybody in there as you'll join us and also offer great picks there as well. And of course, the conversation also continues on our Discord. Be sure to click the link in the chat box there and become part of our community of lots of cappers, giving out live picks, giving out picks as well as props and whatnot that we don't really cover on the show. You'll find them over there on our Discord, so make sure you guys check it out. Make note of our promo code. You can save 20% off all our premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, access our page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and you'll land right on our page. Always love to hear from you guys, so post your picks in the comments. And then visit TonySpicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to Hot Cappers, get signed up to our long-term passes. Hot cappers here like Ramon Scott. Mindy has been on absolute fire. Look at Ramon here, almost 5,800 units of product for the year. Hollywood Sam has been on a tear for the last 30 days. So is Ramon. So is Raymond, one of our newest cappers. Collins is doing fantastic work as well. Tiffany in with a monster day. Latest premium picks here, center of the page. Don't forget to look for our best bets. Each capper can release one of those from their card each day. So we'll be locked and loaded here for action on Thursday. $15 premium pick is promotional from each capper. They can release one of those plays. And there's their service to new and existing customers. Multi-packs offer great value as well. You can see them there. We're locked and loaded here to go. And if you prefer, you may purchase our picks a la carte from the pick ticker with team versus team information. All right, let's get underway here with game day picks. Today with us on the show, we have Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. All right, let's get underway. Welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll catch her over at Tony'sPicks.com, putting up a fantastic 2023. Ready to roll here with Mindy. Here we go, Mindy Hahn. Mindy, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Tony. How about yourself?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go. As we're winding down, I thought the NHL season finished tonight, but there are 2 games tomorrow on the board. I don't know if they're makeup or what they are, but anyway, this is the big one here for the Golden Knights and actually the Kraken as we got playoff seedings in place, even a division crown up for grabs here. Knights and Kraken now minus 105 on each side, total of 6.
Yeah, so I mean, the Golden Knights have won 2 out of 3 so far here this season, and Vegas just beat Seattle here on Tuesday 4-1, and they only need 1 point here to clinch this division title. It looks like Quick will probably get the start here, and he's only allowed 4 goals in his last 4 starts here. And the Kraken, they were on a 5-game winning streak until Vegas took them out. But Seattle, they're still in a wild card position here. And unlike, or I guess I would say like Quick, Grubauer, he's only allowed 4 goals in his last 4 games here as well. But Vegas kind of tends to just, dominate here, the Kraken team. I think they really, really want this home ice coming in here for the playoffs. I think the Knights just look a lot better here. I think they want to get back to their old ways of sitting there, holding up the Stanley Cup. But for me, I think Vegas is definitely going to go ahead and get this victory here tonight. I'm a Kraken fan here, but I just think Vegas is going to go ahead and get this one. They really want it bad, and I think it's going to be a repeat of Tuesday. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and take the Vegas Golden Knights here tonight.
All right, Minnie says go ahead and take the Vegas Golden Knights out. You see minus 120, but we've seen a monster move here. This is from the live lines that we use here is from the sharpest book in the world. This is where the sharp money's coming. You can do your shopping and get the best numbers. You should be doing that. Of course, when you see lines up here, remember, this is just one book of many. All right, many. So find the best number. But we're seeing actually minus 110s, minus 105s. When we created the graphics earlier, it was minus 120, 122, even 125 we had seen that, but just as we've seen right now, we've seen a move here now to minus 105, both sides, almost a pick 'em in this game between these two teams. And of course, Seattle losing that game to Vegas here for a 4-1. And when you kind of look at the games over the past 3 seasons, Mindy, between these two teams, it's been Vegas, right? Winning 6 of their past 7 against the Kraken.
Right. I mean, that's right. If you take a look at the Kraken, too, whenever they come into this meeting as underdogs, they've lost now 5 straight. I guess it's kind of evened out here a little bit. But, I mean, yeah, all the trends are to Vegas, right? I mean, The road team normally wins this matchup. The favorite here, like you said, wins this matchup. The Knights are 6-1 in the last 7 meetings, and then there are 7-0-4 in the last 11 here on the road. So Vegas is a team that likes to get it done on the road here, as well. And I think it means a lot here if they want to, keep up with some teams, for the fight. I think the home ice is going to be crucial here because you're not going to want to have to go ahead and play any of these other folks on the road. I think that could get a little bit, sketchy for them, even though they have shown that they can win on the road. And I think that's why, they're one of the better teams in the National Hockey League here this season. But I just think, getting all the momentum, having the win or so far, the sweep of the season series, I think this is a good place here for Vegas. So I'm kind of surprised actually that some of that money is coming in on the Kraken today.
Yeah, it's coming on the Kraken. This was just over the past hour because when I always line this up with the current odds when we set these graphics about an hour ago. It was minus 120, 125, even 122 at the sharpest book in the world. And right now we've just seen a monster play here on this Kraken team here. I don't know if it's a revenge angle, what the angle is. Knights have dominated them, but Knights here, minus 105, get the best shot here. Actually, it does look like Brosel just reportedly confirmed in Golden Knight for Vegas Knight. No quick tonight. Maybe that has something to do with that. They're against Seattle, so maybe that caused the line move here. But I think minus 105 here. Knights against Kraken. This one will have a start time here of 10:30 Eastern time. It makes national television tonight over on ESPN. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony's picks for tonight's action. Of course, Mindy, as we said, for the year has been outstanding here. 1,727 units of profit for 2023. There's all documented over at Tony's picks. So when you go over to Mindy's handicapper page, go down to pick history. You can follow all the plays. They're graded immediately here on the site. All right, we've got we have no NBA tonight. We do have some baseball still to come, as well as a lot every team in action in NHL. What do you have going over at Tony's picks?
Yeah, well, it's one of these kind of crazy games or days where you only have about, 5 to 7 teams or so that really kind of have something to play for in the National Hockey League. So sometimes, we kind of talk about that you can maybe take a look and, dictate the pace of play rather than sides on some of these games here tonight, especially the ones with some meaning where you're going to really have some, teams trying to fend each other off here tonight. So actually for me, I just have 2 plays in the NHL. I have 1 play going on here in Major League Baseball right now. And then, of course, I'm looking for a couple more yet to start here this evening. So kind of a lighter, day for me here. So I definitely have a 3-pack I put together for you. 2 games in the NHL and 1 in Major League Baseball. So you can go ahead and pick that up and be in a little bit of action of all of the, leagues going here tonight. And yeah, go ahead and, instead of buying these a la carte, like we said, been doing well this season, this is a great time for you to go ahead and get something like a month-long pass or perhaps even a weekly pass. It will get you through to the start of, these NBA playoffs and, of course, NHL. So there's a lot of fun action here coming up. Can't wait. Make sure you use the promo code TonyT at checkout there as well.
All right, use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off all pre-pick packages. Something you only see in our videos. So that's a real exclusive for those of you who follow us here on the video. So get on board with Mindy. Tonight, a 3-pack. 3-pack here, including MLB and NHL in that 3-pack. So go ahead, 2 NHL, 1 baseball here on this limited card for Major League Baseball. So get on board. And of course, the long-term pass will serve you well. Here we are on a Thursday. That 7-day pass gets you quite a bit here. You get all of Mindy's pre and plays for 7 days, includes all of Major League Baseball. We're into hockey. Remember, the Stanley Cup playoffs begin on Monday. So you get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days of action from the playoffs. The postseason here from the NBA, we've got the 8. They're up for the 8 seed tomorrow with those 2 games, and here we go with the big weekend here, Saturday, Sunday, 4 games Saturday, 4 games Sunday, as we get the NBA playoffs underway. Take you all the way to Wednesday with that 7-day pass. Remember that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll be able to save 20% off. Right, Mindy? We also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks, Mindy, that you control. It's your keystrokes on that account. And there's also, we catch you on the morning steam is another show in the books today. And of course, they can find more content from you over in the Discord.
Yep, it is officially me. So I put out a play on Twitter right before the show here. So you can check that out. It is a play in Major League Baseball between the Pirates and the Cardinals. So make sure you get out there at Tony's Picks Mindy. And then, of course, make sure you go ahead and click the follow and set the notifications because you never want to miss out on even more free plays that we give out here every day. But you'll catch the bulk of the free plays if you join us in the morning on the morning steam, where we are live every Wednesday through Monday at 8 a.m. Central Time, where we go over all the news of the day, the events that had happened the previous day there as well. We take a look at morning steam, injuries, basically anything that you can think of sports wise. Plus, you get to hang out with all of your friends. At least that's how I feel like. For me, I hang out with my friends every morning, drink my coffee or my energy drink, and get ready to beat Vegas. We like to crush them almost every day. And then, of course, you can catch us in the Discord here as well. And in the Discord, I mean, basically, it's just more free plays there. I mean, you guys would already be cashing out money if you would just have been in the Discord to get the over on the Orioles A's game, right?
Oh, yes.
As they said in
Great
there,
pick.
easy money, right, folks? Easy money. All you
Yeah.
got to do is sign up for the Discord, totally free, and you'll get great advice from some of our other morning steam handicappers, basically. So we know these are folks that win a lot, that know their stuff. We feel privileged to have a lot of other, I would say semi-pro handicappers, right? That are out there. So yeah, we're having a good time on the Discord. Make sure you get in there. Again, you get same game parlays, you get player props, you get the works out of the Discord. So make sure you get in there and join in the fun.
That's right. Even if you're handicapping on your own, it's always good to actually compare your notes with some very good handicappers. I mean, I can tell you from Butterscotch, from TJ, Blake, and all the folks you see in there. I know I can't get everybody's name. I'm just going to mention the folks that are in the chat room right now. Okay, there you go. These are very knowledgeable folks that share their information. We respect them greatly, and that was the reason I put up this Discord, because I was so impressed, Mindy, with the knowledge of our audience. And that's the tip of the cap to everyone involved here, not just Mindy and Ramon as well, cultivating a sharp group of viewers who actually contribute some really solid content in our community, which I really greatly appreciate. And now I said, but this is perfect time to set the Discord, because then we can bring in we have a lot of smart people watching our show, a lot of smart people putting in their picks, chatting with us. Let's put together a group where they can all share information, just help beat the book.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great, right? That's what I said. It's a lot of like-minded folks who are the ones that all get in trouble for, sitting at the dinner table checking out scores, right? So we can all kind of commiserate together sometimes as well. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's a great show, and we're always happy to have, the following that we do have. And again, Ramon always kind of talks about, handicapping handicappers. And I think a lot of that is what has happened here with the chat room, too. They kind of get used to how I make picks. Some of them are like, hey, Mindy, I know who you're going to pick before you pick, right? So that's kind of how it is, right? You learn and grow, and that's what we're all here to do in order to become successful. So I think it's working out, pretty good. I look forward to it every day. We're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun, guys. So check it out there. Mindy, of course, with Ramon, Wednesday through Monday here with Morning Team, 9 a.m. each time. Make sure you tune in. If you missed the show, go ahead and check the archive. We also edit each individual pick. We also edit the plays together in a certain sport. If you just want to see the NHL, we made it easy for you. We also have a podcast as well. Tony's Picks is the podcast. We put all the picks in podcast form. We put all the the sports categories together in a podcast as well. So if you just want to listen to Morning Steam NHL, Morning Steam NBA, that's all up there on the podcast. So that's what it'll roll, guys. So a lot of, many of you drive out there, and we love our truckers out there. We don't talk enough about the podcast, but we got our team is up there updating the podcast with lots of content up there. So check us out there on the podcast. All right, Mindy, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Awesome. We'll do. We'll see ya. Thanks, Tony.
You got it. Mindy Houghton here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us, get the plays in real time. Of course, get the best numbers. And when you do that, if you would, in there, and of course, take part in our chat. A lot of smart people in there today. Butterscotch in there, Ramon and Mindy as well, mingling in that chat room. Make sure you guys check it out. All right. Also, let's give you guys a quick update here on the scores. We got a couple games in process. And I know a lot of folks have cashed already. If you, as we said, if you were over in the Discord, you were able to get this over here, which a lot of folks agreed on here. Irvin, you see Cole Irvin, you think runs scored, right? Irvin pitched with Oakland the last couple seasons, and it was helped by that ballpark. When you look at his road splits, he's been terrible. He wasn't very good. Even when he broke in with, I believe, the Phillies, his numbers were very poor. And again, he's showing that poor form away from Oakland. And you could I just understand what they were thinking starting to. But anyway, 7-7, this game tied here, top of the seventh. There's been a lot of runs scored off the starting pitching. And I think Irvin might have gave up 6 on his own. He left with a 1-run lead, I believe, 7-6. And 7-7, this one's way over the total of 10. But, the run line's still a sweat if you're on the Orioles, because we're at the bottom of the 7th right now, actually top of the 7th. And, of course, the Athletics big dogs in this one. All right, here's another one we've been tracking here. Top of the 7th now. Rays expanded their lead down to 8-3 on the Red Sox. It looks like they're going to do it again. It looks like they're going to cover the run line. All but one game, I believe, they've covered on the run line this year. So the Rays have been money machine this year for their backers. And a big favorite today at -224. The run line looks like it's safe for now. We got another 3 more innings left to go there. More 3 at-bats, at least, for the Red Sox. All right, let's continue on here with game day picks. And we'll go ahead and welcome in Ramon Scott. You'll catch him over at Tony'sPicks.com. Let's see if we're ready to roll here with Ramon. Ramon, what's happening?
Oh, the Tampa Bay Rays, greatest team of all time, at least from starting the season. They hang on to this one, Tony. They'll tie that record, 13 in a row. And I don't know, weak schedule, whatever. I don't care. The Tampa Bay deserves some credit, not only for this season, but what that whole organization has done. So great job, Tampa Bay.
Most teams are going to win 60 games, and you're going to have some quality pitchers from every team. And you pound teams, that you get my respect. I don't care who you play. You pound them, you get my respect. All right.
Let's hope they said it too. Why not? I mean, Tampa Bay deserves something like that. Let's get another one. Let's win this one and win another one. Go Tampa.
Go Tampa. They're the story so far here of 2023. All right, let's get to the NHL tonight. ESPN Plus has Hurricanes and Panthers in this one. Panthers favorite here, total of 6.
Yeah, Tony, this one has some meaning as well, as does Mindy's game. We want to make sure we talk about some playoff impacting games. Carolina, they need a win for the Metro Championship. They're back-to-back champs already, going for 3 straight division titles. They've struggled down the stretch. They've had lost 3 straight, and they beat Detroit. We had them on that night. They won 4-1. Still, they're having a pretty strong season. You had asked about what makes them so special the other day, and it's mostly their efficiency. They're probably the most efficient team analytically in the whole league. I don't know if that makes them the best team necessarily, but they get far more scoring chances than their opponents, and they're probably number 1 in the league in that category. So if anything, that says that they're going to get more chances every game than their opponent on average. That might be a determining statistic for overall strength in comparison to every team in the league. 61% of game scoring chances go to Carolina. Their opponents just 39% of scoring chances that are in every game activity. So that's a pretty dominating way to control things, even though they struggled down the stretch. It was their scoring that kind of limited them down the stretch. They went under in 8 of their last 9 games, and they've allowed just 2 goals or less in 5 of their last 6. So that's kind of helped them a little bit. They've played some low-scoring games here down the stretch. Anderson in goal tonight. He's lost 2 straight, but still 20, 11, and 1 during the regular season for a 2.43 goals against. Looks like he'll be back. He did miss some time with injury, so back for the playoffs. Carolina is allowed to mention those 6 games and stretch that out a little bit over 10 games, allowing just 2.4 goals per game. So it's the offense that's kind of been lacking a little bit here down the stretch for Carolina. Maybe they thought they had that division title wrapped up, and this is no easy task, certainly here against the Panthers, who actually have been very, very strong down the stretch. Now, they did lose their last game to Toronto 2-1, and despite winning the couple before that, the metrics would say that they're kind of fading a little bit. They really needed to exert themselves to a great run to secure this playoff spot. Since March 4th, they have gone 12-4-2 and played some very close games before losing that last game to Toronto 2-1. So their situation is they could be facing Boston, but if they could move up with a win. They might need just a notch of help, but I think if they win this game, they'll be right back matched up with the Carolina Hurricanes. So Florida has gone over in just one of their last 9 games. Were some pushes in there at 6 goals, so not a complete 8 of 9 under, but I think it's either 5-1-3, 4-1-4 to the over, or to the under. So only one over in the last 9 games with some pushes and some unders. Florida's kind of struggled to the finish. They're giving up chances, but they've been saved by goaltending. Mostly from the man in there tonight, Alex Leon. He's come in, done a great job, and really saved the ship to a certain extent. He's gone 9-3-2 this season with a 2.8 goals against, but he has just one loss in his last 8 starts, and Florida's lost just 12 of 40 home games this season. That loss to Toronto snapped a 6-game winning streak, and Leon has been a big part of that. So I think with Anderson and Leon tonight, I like defense here to maybe get this one, Tony. It is a juiced 6.5. That caught my eye, certainly. I think there might even be some 6s out there in the market indicating that this one shades a little bit to the under. I'm looking right now. Yeah, a couple books have a juiced 6 over, but I'm pretty sure there are several books out there. I see the one down the street from me hanging a juiced 6.5. The 6.5s are probably going to be minus 125 in most cases. And that's the way I'd look to go in this one. But you see there on Tony's sharp book generated at 6/18. So either way, I'm going to stick to the under here with Carolina and Florida tonight in their finale. My bad on that, Tony. I saw that long schedule and all the games kind of correlated with those start times today, 7 minutes after the hour. When we know sometimes we see them 5 after, whatever, and I thought the season was over. But yeah, 2 more games tomorrow. It didn't change. Yesterday I came in with a winner on the show, but I explained the situation. But I don't think it changed the motivation of Dallas yesterday with Colorado playing that last game tomorrow. They still were in position where they needed battling for that league division title. So again, that was a total anyways. But still, I'll go under in this one, Tony. Carolina and Florida tonight.
All right, the under the total here. This is the sharpest book in the world. They're the only ones I see at 6. So we're seeing, and of course you'll find 6.5 pretty much all the U.S. sports books. As the sharp folks around the world are putting their money here on under. And how can you blame them, right? When you look at Florida, they've given up 2 goals or fewer over their past 7 games. And of course, this may be one of those teams that, hot goaltending can carry you a long way in the Stanley Cup Finals. How do you look at Florida's chances when we hit the postseason, especially if they continue? Well, this is the last game they have for the regular season. If they keep the opponent to 2 or less, how did they look going into the playoffs?
So Leon's been a big pleasant surprise because he came in there late in the season and really has done the job for them. Well, you can't call it a fluke, I would think, at this point, with basically playing several of these starts down the stretch, most of them. As a matter of fact, he's been the one that's kind of keyed it. But really, what we're seeing from Florida, maybe they needed such momentum to get to the playoffs, but they were out of the playoffs. Quite frankly, a month and a half ago or so, and then made this great run thanks to the goaltending of Leon for the most part, because it's been a defensive situation. And yeah, Florida can score to a certain extent, but again, losing to Toronto last game is no problem, but just 2-1. So they may be relying on that, maybe a little bit too much, because nobody, had definitely had Alex Leon up there as, one of the top goaltenders in the league. He's certainly been near that type of credential here down the stretch, helping them to their current situation. So, Tony, they better win this game, otherwise they're facing the Boston Bruins. So I don't know what more I can, talk about as far as their chances are concerned. I don't know if we're going to see a collapse of the Bruins. Those will be tough. Every game, seven games in these series, but just Boston's been so terrific. That'll be tough. So hey, yeah, for Florida, why not try to beat Carolina tonight? Take your chances. Maybe you can face them again and go in with a little momentum and confidence as well, having beat them. Carolina, they did lose Shevchenko. I mentioned on that last show, lost Shevchenko. Uh, you know, a good winger out for the remainder of the season. They've had some tough luck actually on Carolina this year with those injuries. You figure Pacioretty, he went out back in January, and Case Andres Case. He's out for the season too. Way back last year when the season was getting started with recurring concussions, I believe. So it's been kind of a rough situation for Carolina this season. So the problem for Florida in their goaltending was they had Knight, but he's the one that left the team. He had some personal issues, and that gave Leon his chance. So they might end up hanging their hat mostly with him in those playoff games.
All right, we got Ramon here with the Hurricanes Panthers under 6.5. This one will have a start time here, 7 Eastern time. It's over on ESPN Plus for tonight's action. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for tonight's action. Great results here for 2023. 5,780 units of profit based on a $100 unit wager. That's about the tops anywhere. A lot of these multi-capper sites, you're not going to see this type of performance anywhere. It's just outstanding here for the first 3.5 months here of 2023. You see the numbers. All right, tonight, Ramon, on the site, we've got, every team in action tonight, NHL. We do have still some baseball left to go here, about a handful of games. NBA with the day off, back tomorrow. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, the knocked down a little bit there. A couple of totals bit me there. The close finishes in the NBA. So we'll get back to Mr. 6,000 here, but didn't feel like that Bulls game was definitely a low-scoring game. Just snuck over for me there. Still ended up giving out all four sides, either on the show or with premiums there. The NBA, so we're back tomorrow. Crushed it pretty good. I'd basically say 6 of 8, giving side and total in the play-in games so far. So we'll keep that going. And it did ruin that little streak that I was talking about of play-in games going under. And it was still kind of close. Yeah, the second game ended up going quite a bit over point-wise. But tonight, Tony, it's about the NHL. Just a 3-pack right now. We know a lot of games are, not so much meaning. There's certainly several games with meaning. But I've got a 3-pack tonight in the NHL as we'll wrap up the regular season. I'd like to sweep that and put myself back over 20 units since the first of the year. Up 31 units last year, documented on our site. All of our picks are fully documented. We enter them into the system, graded by a third-party source. You have leaderboard 2.0 on our site. Check it out. I have plus 31 units on the calendar year last year. We started Tony's Picks back in January of last year. Well, not Tony's Picks. Tony's Picks have been around, but you know what I mean. The website, the multi-capper site, plus 31 units over there last year, plus 1,700 units right now since January 1st this year. So let's get back up to 20 and sweep this card tonight in the NHL and have a nice round number heading into the postseason. Pick up my 3-pack tonight for $30 at Tony'sPicks.com and use that promo code Tony T. Will save you 20% off that package. And my NHL pretty strong, certainly. I mentioned those units, 17 units since January 1st, and been one of my better sports. And when Mindy and I are together on the morning steam, we do well with our hockey, and we agreed on several games today. So you can go back and check out the show or pick up the package there on Tony'sPicks.com with our morning steam picks. If you didn't catch the show and don't have time, just for a nominal fee, you can subscribe to the picks. You don't even have to watch the show, but know that hockey's been a pretty strong sport of ours. So also tonight, Tony, in Major League Baseball, just one game right now. It's my $15 discount play coming at you tonight in the major leagues. So pick up this one tonight. Credit guaranteed, of course. Get credits back. Use the promo code Tony T at checkout. Maybe we'll get on the Brewers game if we can find it. I don't know. Maybe they're going to pitch an infielder. I don't know. They don't even have a starter yet for the Brewers. So just one game right now, Tony, in the major leagues. 5-game card tonight. That might be it for me in on the bases. As we look at it, I've already brought home one winner today in the early games with one of those totals over. Sure, all the day games went over yesterday, but the went under yesterday, going against that trend that I mentioned. But the overs started to come back in the night games a little bit. Got a couple more overs here. I'm not changing my tune until further notice, until the odds makers start to adjust and we start seeing more of these 8.5 and 9s. I think they're starting to get there a little bit with their bookmaking, but we'll see. I don't think they've quite adjusted still yet, and I think the numbers still indicate that. We're seeing too many games, Tony, with double-digit runs. If this is what everybody wanted, I'm glad. They wanted scoring, they're getting it, and well, it's okay, but it's not necessarily traditional baseball the way we knew it. But if it's everybody's excited, staying in their seats, drinking less beer, I thought maybe that was controversy with one of the big beer manufacturers because of the backlash from social situations. Maybe it was the fact that there's not as many beers being consumed at the games. Maybe that's why their stock has gone down. That's what we're kind of seeing some stories written about, Tony. These games are going, certainly quicker right now, and the players aren't visiting the concession stand as much. The guys who are complaining are the beer makers and the concessionaires a little bit, not getting as many sales. So, anyways, Tony, my game tonight in the major leagues, there you see it, $15. Pick it up at Tony'sPicks.com. And should be a strong weekend. We get here to Friday, more NBA action and great action during the weekend as well as we wrap up NHL, take a little hiatus for a couple of days, get those playoffs together. We know NBA, the big card on Friday night. I've got UFC this weekend as well. So good time to pick up a pack 7-day, 3-day, 30-day. Join some of my subscribers that do that instead. I'm the guy coming in with the late steam. I'm the guy that likes to make sure I see some lineups. So subscribe to my picks. Take a look at those handicapper leaderboards. See who's hot. See who's done what this year over on our website. And then sign up. Click on the All Cappers tab. Find Ramon Scott on there, Tony. And click on my handicapper profile page and get signed up. You can always check my results there, see how I'm going. But I'm on top of the leaderboards in several categories. We're going to pick it up after last night. Have a great winning night tonight on the ice, on the diamond, and appreciate it.
That's right, guys. Got both Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. You see the great results that he's put up over on the site. 5,780 units of prop for 2023. So get on board with Ramon Scott and get on board with that NHL 3-pack. He's also in with that $15 best bet premium, discount best bet on the board right now. But again, the long-term passes will serve you well. We see that 1-month pass. It's a great value right now. Get all of Ramon's premium plays for 30 days. All his baseball. It includes the NBA playoffs for about 2 rounds of NHL playoffs, as well as his UFC picks that he gives out when they're UFC cards on Saturday. So get signed up. Remember that promo code TonyT at checkout. That'll take $66 off that 1-month all sports pass. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, then you'll land on Ramon's page and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon, we have a Twitter account for you that you control. Tony's Picks Ramon. Expect everyone to go out there and follow Ramon there because there's more content from him. Also, he got content sprayed throughout the site, and they find more content from you from our Discord.
I don't need a blue check mark. You know who I am. Follow me at Tony's Picks Ramon and get more free winners. I like to say that my best picks are the premium picks. Maybe the next best are the video picks on our show. Then you got the social media picks. And maybe they are stronger. I certainly grade them that way, but eventually you should see very close to still the same percentage of winners from me. I'm definitely doing enough to cover any costs that you might have. If you are subscribing to the picks, we have to win at a little bit higher rate. And look at that right there. 100 games over 500 basically since the start of the year, and trying to get back to plus 60 units. You probably could do pretty well at 20 units a month through the whole year. Baseball's key, everyone. Don't take it. Don't take time off if your bankroll is, looking to keep building, because baseball, kind of like college basketball for me, where really I've done so much damage. There's so many games day in and day out. These are the sports that really you can do damage when you get on a little bit of a roll. We've already proven it a little bit in baseball. We gave a little bit back last day or two, but again, it's these day in and day out sports that really we're going to make our big money. Everyone says, baseball, just wait till football season. A lot of people say football season, that's the start of handicapping. Hey, we've got the NBA playoffs. Everyone knows that I crushed the NBA playoffs last year, Tony. That's how we built that number up, late season and NBA playoffs. And then NHL as well. We're in the playoffs. It's already 50 units here on the site. Tony's not punching in winners for everybody. The struggle's real for all of us. Get these winners, work hard and do that. So trying to bring home winners there in Major League Baseball throughout the summer. I'll be here, so please join me. Join Mindy and I over on the Morning Steam every day. We'll be going over a lot of baseball in the months to come, as well as these playoff games every day. So join us 6 days a week, Wednesday through Monday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, and 8 a.m. Mindy time. And join us on the Morning Steam with all of our chat in there today, helping me out when I don't know what I'm doing, and I just end up going with whatever the chat tells me to go with. Also, my embedded videos today, Tony, pick up more hockey winners with the leaderboard video in the hockey game tonight, and also with my sponsored video is also in the NHL tonight. So a couple more winners if you want them, since I've only got 3 premiums. Try to pick up some winners. Mindy and I had plenty, Tony, today, actually. If you go back and watch the show or just watch the NHL segment on YouTube, Mindy and I, several games we agreed on this NHL card. The next to last day of the season. Didn't see those 2 games there, Tony. Sorry to mislead you there on that. I just figured all these teams were playing today and the season was over. But that wasn't the case. And there'll be 2 more games tomorrow, one of them with impact, one of them with no impact. But Colorado may need that game tomorrow against Nashville on the 2-game NHL slate on Friday.
There you go, guys. So you can check out Ramon over at Tony's Picks. And, of course, the embedded videos. This is the last thumbnail to make right here. I think I got them all done so far. The last one to roll here. I got some cool thumbnails up there for you guys. But anyway, if you're looking for Ramon's embedded video play, the sponsored pick, just scroll down the home page to the pick ticker, and you'll see Ramon's embedded video there. And also on our Premium Picks page, on our members area, click the Premium Picks tab, and you will find the members update, the handicapper update video, and then you'll get a free pick from Ramon Scott. So check it out there, right there at tonyspicks.com, and go ahead and visit the site if you would. It'll get you back here to the homepage. We haven't said this yet on the show. And of course, if you have any questions about anything, you need to get in touch with anyone. See this little young lady right here? Just click it. That's our live chat. And that'll get you rolling there if you have any questions. Need help with picks? You have any questions? Need help? We'll respond very quickly there. So hit the live chat, and they will be of help to you if you have any questions of picks or have any questions whatsoever. There you go with the live chat. All right, Ramon, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, get ready for a fun Friday, but we're going to pick some winners tonight as well. Thanks a lot, Tony.
You got Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us, get the plays in real time, get the best numbers. Join in the conversation in our chat and in our Discord, where the conversation continues when The conversation will continue when we leave the air here off on our live shows. Lots of free picks up there, guys, on the Discord. You can find the link to our Discord over in the chat box up in the upper right. You'll find that link, and so go ahead and get over there and get moving on and get signed into it and take part in some of the winnings and conversations there as it continues there on the chat. Also, Scotch Locks you'll find there as well. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. Time for my play, and we'll get the full odds up here. We got the Phillies and Reds going out today at 6:40 Eastern time. The Phillies dogs here. We've got Reds minus 125. The total sits here at 9. And I'm going to be looking here at the Reds here. Going to lay the minus 120. Let me see if it's 125. We saw that this is the sharpest book in the world here posting this minus 125. Remember, this is just one odds, one book, and there's many, many books out there, right? Tens and tens of them out there you guys can compare. Let me get to my MLB live screen to see where we're at with this. And it looks like, let's see here, where are we at? Reds and Pirates. Yeah, we're seeing minus 127. Seeing even a minus 112 next to Ramon. So I don't know if they're slow. I don't want to make fun of those folks over there, but maybe moving around a little slow over there. I've ever seen minus 112 near Ramon, minus 128, minus 130, minus 127 in different places. So we'll call graded minus 125 there with the Reds. Bailey Falter will start here for Philadelphia. I can knock his start. He's pitched impressive this year. I like Nick Lodolo, right? This year, 2 starts, 2 earned runs allowed with 21 strikeouts, 12 innings. Now, these 2 starters met 5 days ago, each pitching well, but the Phillies bullpen and ERA over 8 on the road, and I like the strikeouts again from Lodolo. If he does put runners on, he's put up some impressive strikeout numbers. So we'll go here with Cincinnati here at the minus. I'll follow the steam here. The Reds here minus 125 here against the Phillies. All right, guys, I appreciate everybody here at Tony here at TonySmix.com. Guys, today what do I have? I have up there right now. I've got a premium play up there right now from Major League Baseball. So get on board with that. My best bet already took off in the morning. So you guys can get on board right now with my best bet here. Let me go ahead and refresh the screen. Actually, I can put myself on here. Let's see here. Let's refresh this thing. I always got to refresh my page for some reason. All right, here we go. Right now, I've got plays up there for you from Major League Baseball total up there for you this afternoon, evening. So get signed up, or the long-term pass. Remember that 1 month all sports pass. I get all my premium plays for that 1 month. We go over to my handicapper page and make that purchase. Remember that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you will save 20% off there with that promo code TonyT at checkout. Where is that promo code button? Here it is. Got too many buttons on this show. 20% off when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access my page by clicking the link you see there click the link you see there in the instruction. Click the all cap in the description. Click the all cappers tab and land right on my page. All right, let's continue on here with a game day picks. I just want to make note here of our podcast. You can always get every pick in podcast form, every show in podcast form. Go to our podcast, available on all major platforms. Just search Tony's Picks and you'll find it there. Lots of content on that show, as you'd expect, because we give out a lot of free picks here on our channel. All right, so let's continue on here on the show. Let's see what's happening in the live chat. Shout out to everybody out there with Darren Lair and likes riding with Philly. And of course, Ramon here. Well, they do have Jim O'Carr over there, so it could be a little slow changing, copying the Lions out there. And of course, shout out to Mr. Dillon there with liking our daytime show as well. Appreciate you there on as well, Mr. Dillon. Let's before we roll here, let's get to the recap. So we can recap the games from today. Mindy was on Golden Knights money line minus 120 against Kraken. Ramon, Hurricanes, Panthers under 6.5. I'll be on the Reds here at minus 120 here against the Phillies. And let's get to the scoreboard update before we let you guys go today, as we're tracking some of these games here. And let's get the scores up for you right now here. As we're still in this one, Athletics and Orioles now in the bottom of the 8th here with the 7-7 tie here between the Athletics and the Orioles. Lots of scoring early, but it's kind of slowed down a little bit here as the Orioles are at bat here with runners on. Looks like first and second here with actually second and third, and no outs here. So looks like the Orioles could do some damage here. Remember, the run line's still in play here. They got runners at second and third, no outs, 0-2 on the batter Mateo. 7-7 is the score here between the Athletics and Orioles. All right, so we can put this one in the books now. Rays get the job done again, 9-3. They beat the Red Sox, and of course they cover the run line. They also cover the Want to cover the run line, that big 224 spread there as well. And the over comes in at 8. So 2 overs so far this afternoon. And the Rays take it over themselves, winning that one by the score of 9-3. All right. That's going to do it here for our show, guys. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow live here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring our cappers here from Tony's Picks, and they'll get out their plays for you live here in real time. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. Be live with us. Take part in the chat as well. All right. That's like to again give out a shout out to everybody in the chat room for your contributions today. And of course, we're getting some late contributions from Fernando Mendoza, likes the Devils. And of course, challenge, as many would say, Darren versus Tony T. All right, that's going to do it for our show today. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew. We're going to head away. Goodbye, guys. You guys have a great afternoon. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow here on Game Day Picks.